Hello, I'm Laura Belinsky and welcome to What's On. In tonight's programme, we'll be speaking with Sheffield singer-songwriter Caroline Francess, who has been writing songs from the age of 11 and regularly gigs around Sheffield. What's On has also been to visit Work Ltd, a charity in Bents Green that is dedicated to teaching adults with learning difficulties, creative skills and helping them to sell the fruits of their labour. That's all to come this evening, but now let's delve into Sheffield's local music scene. There's always so much to see, and this week is no exception. Tuesday sees Canadian hardcore band Obey the Brave come to Corporation as part of their extensive European tour. They're hugely popular and hugely talented, having been signed by a label and off on tour just weeks after forming the band. On Wednesday, witness the talented Tim Horton play 3 Beethoven piano sonatas at the Crucible. Composed between 1820 and 1822, Beethoven was fully deaf at this stage in his life, resulting in exciting and exhilarating music. Tickets are on sale and the show kicks off at 7:30. On Friday, Healy Institute is providing the rare opportunity to see the acoustic blues legend Stephen Grossman. The New York musician is also a producer, record label founder and leading tutor on guitar techniques. Tickets cost £11. Well, as usual, music is overflowing in Sheffield this week. But moving on, let's see what's happening with art and culture this week. This week is your last chance to see the Picturing Sheffield exhibition at the Millennium Gallery. Looking at both the views in our beautiful city and the identities of the people who've lived here through the ages, don't miss an opportunity to bask in the glory of Sheffield. Now for some pretty exciting news. On Thursday, the showroom will be holding a live Q&A with Hollywood heartthrob Ryan Gosling. Discussing his directorial debut, Lost River, the star will be appearing via satellite from 7:30 p.m. onwards. Friday sees a free public preview of Listening, an international group exhibition which looks at sight and sound in contemporary art. The exhibition will be taking place at the Sight Gallery from 6 till 9 p.m. Loads of stuff to perk up your week there. Now, let's take a look at the very special organisation based in Bents Green in Sheffield. Work Ltd is dedicated to helping adults with learning difficulties to realise their creative potential. The pupils there have conditions such as autism and Asperger's, but are helped to overcome these difficulties with the help of tutors and volunteers, so that they can create amazing pieces of art and craft which are sold in Work Ltd's public cafe, the Hidden Gem Cafe. What's On visited them last week to see them in action.
Work Ltd is a place that provides a hands-on working experience for the students that come through our doors on a daily basis. It actually helps them to achieve dreams. It helps them to feel that they are actually working, and that is so important for each and every one of them. They want to be like you and I, and they actually want to work. Some are so withdrawn they won't communicate. Some have got autism. They have to learn to communicate and work with other students. Some of them have physical disabilities, but the one amazing thing is every single person that comes through our door eventually achieves and does and makes and progresses unbelievably. Work Ltd has now been, we're 20 years old this year, and it originally started with a retired Sheffield businessman's dream of providing something when his son had finished at Sheffield College. He realised that they'd been through a college course and there was nothing at the end of it, and along with the tutor that was teaching the boys and girls at the time, they set up this wonderful charity.
My name's Katie. I'm one of the tutors here at Work Ltd. So I help the students come up with the projects and their ideas. Work Ltd is such a friendly atmosphere. Everybody here is here because they want to be here, and we all enjoy coming every day. We're all here to work hard and create wonderful things to sell and be part of the community. So it's just such a wonderful atmosphere, and everybody, as you can see today, everybody just loves doing what they're doing. The staff, the students, the volunteers, and everybody here. It's just a really great place to be.
We have split the unit into separate classes. We have got some students that can work in our bistro cafe. They love being able to press the buttons on the coffee machines and deliver our visitors tables with coffee. We also have an area where they learn to do glass craft. They learn how to do stained glass work. We also do arts and crafts and designing and printing of fabrics that end up making beautiful scarves and bags. It's endless.
Do you get a lot of people coming through buying things that students have made?
That is one of our main objectives, yes. The actual products now, we feel the designs and the quality are so good, they actually sell in our shop. And for the first time ever, we always had done a little bit of retail, but the craft that they're making actually is beating the retail.
I was speaking with Leslie, who was doing the glass work, and she was saying that she had orders through from Christmas that she was still fulfilling.
Absolutely, it's incredible. We cannot get any glassware in the shop because people are constantly ordering, and there is only 3 students at a time making the designs with Leslie, and it just goes out so quickly. So quickly. We could do with our very own glass department with 20 students in. But again, the ethos here isn't to actually be standing over them and making them work hours and hours at a time. It's to be done in a lovely, creative way. And it takes time. We couldn't function without our volunteers. They have been supporting us for many, many years. We have about 30 that come through our doors a week, and they really work in all areas. They help supporting on the sewing, the arts and crafts, the card making. They help the students in their own kitchen. They just are there to support and be that extra pair of hands to help our tutors and support assistants.
Well, when I retired, when I was 60, I thought, well, I've got to find something else to do to pass my time. So my daughter works here. So I got a form, filled it in, and then I've become a volunteer ever since, about 3.5 years. And it's such a lovely place to come. Really nice, friendly atmosphere. Students are wonderful. It's really good. And there's always something different to do.
If somebody wants to volunteer, they can apply. We obviously go through quite a rigorous interview with them to check how they and what they want to do to help. And they also have to go through a DBS form that they can apply and make sure that they're clear to work with us.
People aren't able to volunteer. How else can they support Work Limited?
Come and shop, come and visit, come and see what the students are doing. If we're not too busy, we can actually allow and show you around. But the best way is to come into the cafe, be served, watch how the students work there, and enjoy what they're doing. They are doing what you and I have been so lucky to do all our lives, which is work.
So that was Work Limited. What an amazing place. If you want to help them in their mission, you can check out their website at www.workltd.org.uk. Now on tonight's programme, let's take a look at sport. On Wednesday, the university staff men's badminton team will be playing in Division 1 against the Wisewood team. Catch the game from 8 till 10 p.m. at Goodwin Sports Centre. On Thursday, get down to the Premier League darts at the Arena, which sees Sheffield as its next destination of the 4-month tour. The 8 remaining players will be competing for over £500,000 in prize money. Grab your tickets for the much more affordable price of £22. And finally this weekend sees the British Universities Ice Hockey Association National Championships kick off in Sheffield. Hosted over 3 weekends, the competition will start with over 50 teams. Taking place on Saturday and Sunday at Ice Sheffield, this is sure to be a fast-paced couple of days. That's 2 massive sports competitions coming to Sheffield this week, which is pretty impressive. Now let's move on to the community. Next week, Sheffield youngsters from Hillsborough College are helping to freshen up a local youth club. Interchange in Shalesmoor educates youngsters on the downsides of a life of crime by inviting former prison inmates to talk about their experiences. On Wednesday, don't miss your chance to get your bike marked for free. The British Transport Police are holding an event at Sheffield train station from 2 till 6 p.m, which gives anyone the chance to get a security mark on their bike. Normally this costs £18, so it's well worth heading down to get this done for free. And finally, keep your Sunday evening free for a beautiful event in Mount Pleasant Park. The 11th annual Sharrow Lantern Carnival celebrates life on Earth. Keep your eyes peeled for some amazing creations from 7:30 p.m. Now it's time to speak to our fabulous guest, Caroline Francess. Caroline is an up-and-coming Sheffield singer and songwriter, having been featured on Radio Sheffield and BBC Introducing. As well as being a familiar face on stages across Sheffield, she's no stranger to a TV studio. Hello, Caroline, and thanks for joining us tonight.
Hi.
So, first of all, let's have a quick talk about what you're doing at the moment. So, I noticed that you're currently working on your second EP, is it?
Yeah.
So how's that going? Fill us in.
Yeah, it's going really well at the moment. We're just we've done a couple of songs.
Yeah.
Got them recorded and ready. We have got 2 more to do.
Yeah.
But at the moment, the guy I'm recording with is at home at the moment. So when he comes back, he should back in Sheffield. He should be able to carry on as normal. So
that's great.
Yeah.
And when do you think that's going to be released then?
I'm aiming for May.
Aiming for May. Okay, that's exciting.
But that's if all goes well.
Yeah. So you've got it all written and everything like that. It's just a case of getting it recorded now.
Yeah.
And is it similar to your first EP then, or is it a bit of a different direction?
It's the same style that I normally have. So obviously, it's still piano vocals. Although on my first EP, I added guitar, drums to fill it out a bit more. Whereas on this one, it's just going to be pure piano vocals.
Oh, cool. So do you feel a little bit more exposed? Is that a little bit scary?
A bit more to the roots of what I really do live. So.
Oh, brilliant.
Yeah.
That's exciting. So getting a proper live experience from it. That's great.
Yeah.
Lovely. And so you're starting to put on your own gigs as well. Is that just in Sheffield at the moment then? Or are you sort of going elsewhere? Or?
Yeah, at the moment I'm aiming to do, I'm doing Sheffield at the 15th of April at the Harrison's Bar, just off West Street. But yeah, I'm doing that with Kid Conventional, who's another Sheffield artist who's getting quite big now. Well, not big, but yeah, hopefully he'll go places and hopefully take me with him.
Yeah.
But yeah, and then Matt Henshaw, he's from Nottingham, but he's coming to Sheffield for it, which is great.
And so you're going to be aiming to put on gigs, how often would you say, sort of?
I have no idea at the moment. I just want to get this one over and done with and hope that it's not an empty room.
That's really exciting. And are you looking to kind of feature other local artists at these gigs and sort of promote it yourself as well?
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, I'm just hoping, because I think the one great thing about Sheffield is the amount of unsigned act support there is here.
Yeah.
And I just want to be a part of that and help other people get gigs. And because I know that there's a lot of competition. It doesn't have to be competition, it could be just working together and gigging together.
That's really nice to hear, actually. Yeah, sort of bringing a bit more of a community about it.
Yeah,
and,
definitely.
That's really exciting, yeah. Because the Sheffield music scene's a great place to be, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely.
Lovely. Well, thank you so much for your time speaking to us today, and the best of luck with all the gigging and all the organising of other gigs as well.
Yeah,
lovely. Thank you. Right, to follow Caroline's progress and to keep up to date with all her upcoming performances, search Caroline Francess with 2 S's on Facebook. That's pretty much it for tonight's programme. Caroline is going to be doing a little performance for us in a moment to finish off the show. But before that, remember, if you have an event you want to talk to us about, please email us on whatson@sheffieldlive.org. Or you can contact us via Facebook and Twitter @SheffieldLive, or use the hashtag What'sOnSheffield. Tomorrow we'll be back with more details about what's happening around Sheffield. Straight after this programme, it's Sheffield Live News, so don't go away. So without further ado, here's Caroline Francess playing Plastic Bones, a single from her upcoming EP. Thank you very much for watching, and good night.
Dream in a mind full of seed, people walk in plastic boats and cellophane skin. People walk as if they're alone, blow each other's brains out because they forgot how to be nice. Camouflage their soldiers with a noble cause, forget they are lions, not mice. Have you ever stopped and looked at the dead men walking round, the school standing on crumbled ground, and the children that never learnt how to make a sound? They walk because they can, and they talk because they can, and they fall because they can, and they fight because they can. Smoke their filthy cigarettes because they don't care about their insides. Forget their childhood memories, get lost in the goodbyes. Ignore their ability to speak because they're behind thick walls. Shouting is just pointless, no one can hear their calls. Have you ever stopped and looked at the prisons holding lies, the families saying their goodbyes, and the church full of beehives? They walk because they can, and they talk because they can, and they roll because they can, and they fight because they can. Lay in bed at night because they can't sleep anymore. Search inside their brains, they forgot what they stand for, and work for a living so they can afford to die. Dream of a life worth living, dream of living a lie. Have you ever stopped and looked at the empty, dusty guitars, the unhappy, corrupted clown, and the young who'd happily drown? They walk because they can, and they talk because they can, and they fall because they can, and they fight because they can. Hate each other so much because they don't understand. Discriminate against those who don't hold the right gender's hand, and carry on the same facade because they still talk about it. Remember, it's blacks against whites, forget it's all meaningless. Have you ever stopped and looked at the empty, broken town, the unhappy, corrupted clown, and the young who'd happily drown? They walk because they can, and they talk because they can, and they fall because they can, and they fight because they can. And we shout because they can't hear us, we forget because remembering hurts, we ignore because we weren't taught to listen, and we dream because reality can burn. So we'll march because we can, and we'll speak because we can, and we'll rise because we can, and we'll fight because we can, and we'll march because we can, and we'll speak because we can, and we'll rise because we can, and we'll fight because we can. And people walk in plastic bones and cellophane skin. People walk as if they're alone, they think they cannot win. In plastic bones and cellophane skin, they think they cannot win. In solid bones and impervious skin, they think they cannot win. They don't know what they're trying to win. They don't know what they're trying to win. They don't know. We don't know. Have you ever stopped and looked at the brave but lonely smiles, the concrete stretching for miles, and the innocent getting lost for a while? We shout because they can't hear us, we forget because remembering hurts, we ignore because we weren't taught to listen, and we dream because reality can burn.